Hi, everyone. I'm Joe Oriema for YesNetwork.com. I'm here doing the Kenny Singleton Report today. Love doing it from Yankee Stadium. Beautiful day here at Yankee Stadium. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, I think it's easy to do it here because I was going to be here anyway, Joe, and then we won't have to do it on the phone or over the internet or whatever. And I love talking to you firsthand, so we'll get it done this way today.
All right. Well, let's talk turkey. Let's get right into it. Okay. Joba Chamberlain, pitching well. You know, since they made the announcement late May. He has just taken all of the adversity that was supposed to come to a young pitching star, and he's pitching unbelievable, lights out.
Yeah, he's been very good, Joe. I think the transition from the bullpen to the starter has worked very well for the Yankees. I know there was a period there where people weren't sure if the Yankees would be able to get this done. Well, they have, and Joba has become a viable member of the rotation. He pitched very well in Pittsburgh. He's pitched pretty well in each start. Each start you see him get better and better and better. Now he's a full-fledged member of the rotation. There are no limitations on him. He threw 114 pitches in his last start against the Pirates. I believe he had, 7 strikeouts in that game, all of them swinging, which tells you he's an overpowering type pitcher. And I was really impressed by what's going along with Joba Chamberlain.
Now, it seems like the Yankees lucked out because Chien-Ming Wang went down with the injury, and now they have Joba just move right into the rotation. So it seemed like it was a bit of luck there. However, do you think that the Yankees still need to go out on the trade market and get a pitcher, or do you think they should try to work from within?
You know what? It would have been nice if they had both of them, but unfortunately, they don't with Wang's injury. The Yankees might be thinking about that. They come into coming into the All-Star break as of tonight, they're about 5.5 games behind the Tampa Bay Rays, believe it or not. That is amazing that they're in first place, but they are right now, and the Yankees, of course, trail the Red Sox by a few games as well. So the fact is that they're going to think of something. I have an idea that the Yankees, and Brian Cashman is working behind the scenes. Whether a deal has been worked out or not, he's always laying the foundation for something that the Yankees might need in the future.
Well, now the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Rays have a lot of games left with each other this season. In fact, big series next weekend, Yankees-Red Sox. Can you believe that it's come down to these 3 teams? Usually we're just talking Yankees-Red Sox. Yeah. And the Yankees, you think they're going to have a tough time getting through that part of the schedule?
Well, they're going to have to do it if they're thinking about playoffs because there's 2 teams in front of them now instead of just one.
Right.
I think if the Rays were not a factor, the Yankees would be in pretty good shape as far as the wild card is concerned. But the Rays, actually it's the Red Sox who hold the wild card now with the Rays in first place. So the fact is that they're going to have to beat up on one of these teams and hope that it works out from a standing sort of thing, that when the other 2 teams play each other, one team maybe beats up on the other, wins a series outright, wins 3 in a row. That way the Yankees can gain quickly on another team if they're playing well themselves.
Continuing with the starting rotation, Andy Pettitte has just been lights out over his last 4 starts. He's now 9-5. He's gotten that ERA under 4 when it was, in the 5s, in mid-May. What's impressed you most about what Andy Pettitte's doing?
Well, I think this is Andy Pettitte right on schedule. I mean, Andy usually starts out pretty slowly, and that was the case this year. I believe at one time he was 2-5. Now he's 9-5. So this is the time of year when he really starts to kick it in, and he's done the usual Andy Pettitte job. He's very reliable. He has various ways of getting people out. You can see him pick off runners. He did that with the Mets the other day with Reyes. He holds people close at first base, so the running game isn't really a factor when he's on the mound. And Andy Pettitte's always been one of my favorite pitchers to watch.
And now, looking at another one of your favorite pitchers to watch, Mariano Rivera. Is this guy unbelievable? I mean, what is he? He's 37 years old. He just keeps getting better and better. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Well, I would think that everybody would try and be on the same program that he is, starting from spring training, because from the first time out in spring training, he looked amazing. And one thing I've marveled at him over the years is how he repeats his delivery time and time again. There's not much wasted effort. Everything is just perfectly refined, and he throws strike after strike after strike. He can throw the ball impeccably where he wants to throw it. His control is amazing. And what does he walk, like 3 guys this year? And that's less than a handful. So he's been wonderful. And I think that any time that a fan comes to Yankee Stadium and gets a chance to watch him pitch, they have to remember that they're seeing one of the best of all time, and you might not see somebody this good ever again.
One more question. The offense clicking on all cylinders ever since A-Rod came back. He's been great. Posada being back in the lineup, he's been great. What they really needed was they needed Bobby Abreu, they needed Robinson Cano, and they needed Derek Jeter to come around. Now those guys are really starting to click on all cylinders. What does it mean that this whole lineup is now together for the first time all year?
Yeah, I think once that A-Rod came back and then shortly thereafter Posada, I think everybody felt like the team was whole again. I think up to that point, the Yankees had only their regular lineup on the field like 5 games all year. So now, and A-Rod to me has been amazing because once he came back, he started to hit almost immediately and show that he's the reigning MVP and certainly would be considered again if the Yankees get on to the playoffs. But I do feel as though with this team, what they do, their lineup does, is that they can start a rally anywhere within the lineup and they can also finish it. They can get men on and somebody is capable of driving them in.
All right, Kenny, thank you very much. As always, keep coming back to YesNetwork.com for exclusive video, web shows, blogs, stats, anything that pertains to the Yankees this season. I'm Joe Oriema saying we'll see you next time.